You like K-pop, and how many Koreans like K-pop in Korea? Like all the people like K-pop.
If you are an adult, then
Huh.
you probably have your own choice and
Oh.
own genre. That if you want, probably you'd like to listen to K-pop or hip-hop or Indian music, whatever, Thai music, whatever. But if you are a child,
Huh.
just 100% K-pop because it's a Korean pop, right?
Yeah.
So everyone wanna dance to K-pop. Is very natural. If you go to the restaurant, if you go to bus, if you take a taxi, wherever you go, K-pop is everywhere. So you're gonna be influenced.
Oh wow, it's a good thing. For getting job in Korea, we need to know about the data structure and algorithm.
Sure, most of companies requires you if you want to be a software engineer in the company, but probably it depends, always depends.
Mhm.
If the company is very needs to go forward, probably they would not ask you to do that. And if their framework or languages are very specific, they wouldn't ask you to do that. But if I think it tends to be bigger companies requiring
Required,
them
yeah.
because requiring them because they want software engineers to be to
In good
have
in problem
fundamental
solving. Yeah.
problem solving and fundamental knowledge to resolve the problem, and that's why.
So hey guys, welcome back to another new interesting podcast. Today we have a special guest Shinu from the South Korea. So in this video we will talk about how you can get job in South Korea, what will be the living cost, and how you can prepare for the interview in a Korean company. Okay, so we will talk about all these things we will talk about in this video. So before starting the video, you know what you have to do: give support and hit the like button. And let's get start the video. Thank you so much, Sinu, for coming. Our audience wants to know about you.
Thank you for inviting and having me in this great podcast, Mr. Samir Khan. And I'm Sinu Bang, who is a software engineer living in South Korea. I'm a South Korean, and I've been in IT industry for almost 10 years. And I've been in South Korean startups for 6 or 7-ish years, and for less than 4 years, I've been working for a international team. So hello.
Wow, it's a great thing. Okay, so let's move to the another question, Sinu.
Mhm.
Okay, so if someone wants to do job in South Korea, firstly we need to apply, right? We need to apply job for the job. So is there any specific websites like LinkedIn or Indeed something to apply for a job in South Korea?
I'd like to recommend, first of course, it's LinkedIn because if you are a foreigner and if you absolutely need English support to apply for the company, and if you are a foreigner, then I absolutely go for LinkedIn. And if you're really interested in domestic job postings in Korea, then probably you can go to wanted.co.kr. Wanted.co.kr.
Okay.
It's a good
It's a
website.
local like website, job portal for apply.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, wow. Okay, and then after suppose we have applied in a job and we are getting calls from the company. Now what will be the interview process and how many interview rounds there if I talking about especially in IT or CS?
But I was thinking that it's not that far from international standard. We have 4 or 5-ish round of interview, and of course the details are different by each company. So yeah, first of all, you submit your resume first,
Huh.
The second round will be assignment or live coding or something. And third round is probably a system design or detailed interview about your based on your assignment.
Okay.
And these days, in the last round, there's a round something called culture fit.
Culture fit. Okay.
Culture fit. So that's the final round, and extra round is there like reputation check.
Okay.
Or something like that. So that's the whole process these days.
Oh, okay. It's interesting. It's quite similar to India or Asian, countries. But in India, I want to mention one thing. In India, we don't have any cultural fit round like this. I heard it is in US or Canada, in Europe, many European countries as well. But in India, it's nothing. It's kind of nothing thing. We just interview the people and fit, and then needs the requirements meets, and then we will fit it.
Yes.
Like this kind of thing in India it's happening.
That's understandable. There's a argument here. There's a argument about really, I mean, the culture fit round really works or not. Yeah, in here there's a same argument here.
And I want to mention one thing. For getting job in Korea, we need to know about the data structure and algorithm.
Sure, most of companies requires you if you want to be a software engineer in that company, but probably always depends. If the company is very, very, very needs to go forward, probably they would not ask you to do that. And if their framework or languages are very specific, they wouldn't ask you to do that. But if I think it tends to be bigger companies requiring them because they want software engineers to be to have fundamental problem solving and fundamental knowledge to resolve the problem. And that's what.
Okay. And for fresher, they ask about the system designing questions or not?
I had one. Sometimes it didn't have. It depends. Always depends. But I wouldn't say that it does not exist. It exists somewhere.
We should know about this as a fresher as well.
Yeah.
Okay, and now let's talk about your interview. How you prepare for the interview. Like as a IT person, can you please share the resources for the preparing interview?
Of course, these days I utilize ChatGPT of course,
Yeah.
for the prep course.
Yeah.
I prompt the whole architecture I can think of, and by taking turns interactively, act as a software engineer interviewer who is in charge of system design, and let's take turns by interactively, and I do the preps like that. And one tip that I have, I think other people don't used to do is I try to do the system design first. I mean, if you are a Google Maps engineer, and I try to make a YouTube video to draw the whole system design that I think about Google Maps. Then they used to be touched or moved because they checked my passion to go to the company.
Yeah, absolutely. It works. Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
So you use ChatGPT for the preparations, right?
Yes.
And that is a very good thing you have mentioned. If you can guys also do this. If you wanna be a good in particular thing, then you can be practice, like you can do practice from the several platform, and you can create videos for this as well. So it will be, you know, for practicing. Like suppose now you wanna do interview question, like you are preparing for the interview, then you can create the videos for interview question. Like you need to
Yes.
research and then answers all these things, need to do videos and edit all these things will you know, revise, and then you will be perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I talked about.
It's amazing thing. It's a very amazing thing, and I
Yeah.
totally agree with that. With that.
Mhm.
Okay, and now let's talk about the most you know, important question, that is how is work culture in South Korea? It is similar to Western countries or US based countries?
It's very complicated. I was thinking about it very long time, and you know, have you heard of any K-pop song?
K-pop?
Yeah, K-pop song.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah,
heard
yeah,
of
yeah,
any?
yeah, yeah. In India,
You
it's
know, it's
very
a
popular.
it's K-pop is very mixture of Eastern things and Western things,
Yeah.
and I think K-pop that represents many things about our culture. So working culture is very similar to the what K-pop says. It's it's a mixture of Western things and Eastern things. As a East Asians, we prefer teams instead of individual, and we value teamwork. And there is also hierarchy.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, you know, Silicon Valley in the U.S. is very hot, right?
Yeah.
And absolutely, they're the kind of number one in this industry. And they know how to make it. And there are some people who touched by the culture, and they try to import it. So we are getting mixed from our traditional culture
Yeah.
and the productive culture from
Yeah.
the Western. Yeah, that's what I think about.
Oh, wow, it's quite interesting. And you in your starting career days, you work with some startups, right? So startup is
Yes,
basically from the Korean, right? So it's in that time, it's also similar, right?
yes, yeah. Startup members consist of used to be used to be more creative, more productive, more tends to be non-hierarchical. So I think I was lucky to have people who are not that be traditional. No,
Yeah, yeah.
not that be conventional. Yeah.
Okay, convention. Okay, then next question is, how is expensive if I live in Seoul? You know, Seoul is the capital of South Korea.
hmm
Then,
hmm
yeah, if you are living as a single, right? So, what will be your cost in a monthly?
The article says that rental fee. I mean, the average rental fee of South Korea is $700 in average
Oh,
to live in Seoul.
per,
So
it's a per month, right? $700.
yeah, per month,
Wow,
per
seven.
month.
Okay,
It's not that, not that. How can I say? Not that
annually or something.
as
Uh,
yeah, not that as expensive as other Western countries or something. But it's getting high and getting inflated rapidly. But it is what here is what it is. And
okay.
so overall, I would say one if you wanna live a good life in South Korea, I would say it's like 100 and $1,800
Okay,
will
1,000.
be yeah will be enough for your life if you're one person, not a family.
And what about the you know, food or transportation, all these things?
Yeah, food. I meant the 1,080. I mean 18,000 meant include everything. Include rental fee and food,
Okay,
transport.
okay. You have included
Yeah,
all these things. Yeah.
yeah. Transportation is not that expensive in Korea,
Uh-huh.
and you can save the money if you want by doing it yourself. And
Yeah.
if you buy something, it's not that as expensive as our
Mm.
other countries. Oh, it's expensive, more expensive than many Asian countries.
Mhm.
But compared to US, it's not that expensive.
Yeah, compared to US, it's a totally different,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, totally different. Yeah.
Okay, then the most important thing is, if I get the job in South Korea as a software engineer, then how much salary I can expect if I have 2 years or fresher, if I am fresher or 2 years of experience, and then if I am 5 years of experience, like a senior or something, then how much salary I can expect in South Korea?
I would say if you work for a company like, let me say, top 20s, or
Uh-huh.
is there is a polarization like very high and very in
Medium. Medium.
medium company and big
Uh,
companies. There's a big polarization. Please mind it.
uh-huh.
And I would say if you're an entry level engineer, I would say you're gonna get 30,000 or 30,000, so from 30,000 to 45,000
Dollar
dollars. Yeah,
per year.
dollars per year. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
and if you're mid level, it's
Mm.
going to be 45 to 80.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a senior, and 80 to six figure, like over six figure. Yeah.
Okay, so as a fresher, we can expect at least 3,000, 300K dollar per
Mhm.
year, right? 300K. And what will be the actual amount after the tax? Like if, yeah,
After the tax.
yeah,
Wait a second. Let me
huh.
math it.
Yeah, sure. Let me simplify this. Like in India, we have a 10% tax, 10%. So we will cut
Ah,
in 10% inside the 300K, like this kind of thing.
I think if you have 30K dollars,
Huh?
then you would around 10% tax. I would say so.
Oh.
And if it goes like 15 and 24,
Huh?
yeah, if it goes up like from 15% to 24%, I
Uh-huh.
think at most 36%. But 30, if you reach out 36%, it means that you're gonna get six figures or over there something. So
Mm.
yeah.
It's I guess it's a based on the slabs, right? Slabs. If your
Yeah,
salary
like
is yeah,
there's kind of,
yeah,
yeah, there's a gap. Oh, I can say there's a boundaries.
sections,
Yeah,
yeah,
a
boundaries.
section. Yeah.
Okay, it's a similar to in India. We have a same thing like slabs. Yeah, it's a good thing. And the end of this video, I would request you to please share advice to our audience who wants to pursue a career similar to you.
Sorry. Who wants? Sorry.
Who wants to pursue a career like similar to you, like what you are right now. So how our
Ah.
audience can be like you. So what they need to follow the steps or something. Please advise our audience.
Ah. I think Korea is a good country in terms of growing up.
Ah,
Growing. I mean, the country is booming. I think in the whole industry, it's not only
IT.
IT but also pop culture.
Hmm.
Everything is booming.
Yeah.
So if you wanna feel some countries growing
Huh.
and reaching high,
Mm-hmm.
you can absolutely come to Korea. But at the same time, Korea is a very monotonous company, and it did not that heterogeneous. It's very homogeneous country.
Mm.
Our skin color is 99% same,
Mm-hmm.
which means that we're kind of exclusive to other culture.
Yeah.
So you might need to mind it. It's sad, but it's true that 99% of South Korean is based on same culture. It's not diverse. So diversity, the lower diversity can be a risk if you want to come to South Korea. That's all.
Oh wow. You like K-pop, and how many Koreans like K-pop in Korea? Like all the people like K-pop?
If you are an adult, then
Ah.
you probably have your own choice and
Oh.
own genre that if you want, probably you'd like to listen to K-pop or hip hop or Indian music, whatever, Thai music, whatever. But if you are a child,
Huh.
just 100% K-pop because it's a Korean pop, right?
Yeah.
So everyone wanna dance to K-pop. Is very natural. If you go to a restaurant, if you go to bus, if you take a taxi, wherever you go, K-pop is everywhere. So you're gonna be influenced.
Oh wow. It's a good thing. Okay, thank you so much, for your timing, for your amazing advice. Hope so this video will definitely helpful for our audience. Still, guys, if you have some
Yeah.
doubt, then you can ask in the comment section. And thanks again,
Yes.
Mr. Shinu.
Thank you, Mr. Sami, to have